Hello everyone, and welcome back to our weekly video series, Saints Marching. And here we are learning about a different Saint of the Week each week, particularly focusing on some of our lesser known saints as we continue to let our knowledge of the saints continue to grow. Our Saints Marching Saint of the Week this week is Saint Peter Chanel. His memorial is April 28th. He was born in the year 1803 and he died in the year 1841, so not even 40 years old. Saint Peter Chanel is revered as the proto-martyr, or the first martyr of the South Pacific. There, he was sent as a missionary priest and ultimately was put to death in glorious witness to Jesus Christ. How did he get there? He was born in France, and even in his childhood, he came to be known for his intelligence and also for his simple piety. His parish pastor at that time saw this in him and ensured his elementary education as a child. Meaning he helped fund it and so on and oversaw it and made sure that he was learning and that he was flourishing. After his primary education, he entered the diocesan seminary where he quickly won the affection and esteem of students and professors alike. After his ordination, he was assigned to a poor small country parish and completely revitalized it in the 3-year span that he remained there. However, his heart more and more came to be set on missionary work, and in 1831, with the blessing and permission of his bishop, he joined the newly formed Society of Mary, also known as the Marists, which concentrated on missionary work at home and especially abroad. To his dismay, he was not sent on mission, but rather was appointed to teach in their seminary, and he remained there for the next 5 years, diligently performing his duties, though it was not his first desire. He wanted to go on mission. Well, finally, in the year 1836, the society did send him on mission, and he went to the South Pacific, and that was a field for their particular focus of evangelization. St. Peter Chanel, he was named superior of the little band of missionaries that were sent there, sent to proclaim the Catholic faith to the natives on the islands there. On reaching their destination after an arduous 10-month journey by boat, this little band split up and took in pairs or groups, small groups, different islands in this cluster. He himself went to an island called Futuna, accompanied by a lay brother who was an English layman named Thomas Boog. They were at first well received by the natives there and by their king, who incidentally had only recently forbidden cannibalism, so that's good. They were not facing that particular danger upon their arrival. However, the king's jealousy and fear were ignited when the missionaries learned the language of the local people and began to gain the people's trust and confidence. He, the king, realized that the adoption of the Christian faith would lead to the abolition of some of the prerogatives he personally enjoyed as both high priest and sovereign. Who knows if any of those were what we might call criminal or at least immoral, but whatever it is, he felt threatened by this surging Christian faith and this desire to be baptized amongst his people. When finally the king's own son expressed a desire to be baptized, who I think would have been the first to be baptized there by St. Peter Chanel, the king's hatred erupted at long last, and he sent a group of warriors to go and kill St. Peter Chanel. And so it was that after only 3 years of mission ministry, St. Peter Chanel suffered and won the martyr's crown, having been seized and then clubbed to death by those whom he had come to save. Now, I note this, in his own lifetime, his own labors resulted, by every report, in not one actual baptism. There was growth in the faith and there was desire for baptism, but no one yet was ready to step forward for baptism. The king's son had only just expressed that desire, but didn't actually get to be baptized by St. Peter himself. So it could seem on paper, by every measurable metric, that St. Peter Chanel was a failure. But it was his death that brought his work to completion. Within 5 months after his death, the entire island converted to Christianity. And so now, to this day, the islands and Oceania and the South Pacific continue to be some of the largest and most vibrant Catholic populations in the entire world. St. Peter Chanel, pray for us. Thank you for joining us this week for Saints Marching, and please join us again next week as we continue this video series. God bless you all.